Well, my car's been at Unknown Automotive for the last couple weeks because it's been on a quest to see how many $10 parts could fail and frustrate me in the last few weeks. So had a bunch of little failures that led to the car coming here a bit earlier than I intended. So mid-August we dropped the car off here, and then waiting for the September 9th tuning day. Yeah, I had a little bit of a gauntlet for a few weeks in August where I dealt with some issues with a ground coming off and killing the car, and then some fueling issues because of all the long-term fuel trims getting reset after that ground was off for a while. Then had 2 flat tires, which our good man John Dawson took care of me on, hence why I'm on these ugly black wheels. I don't know if you can see that really in the darkness out there, but I'm on some black Advans that John has so kindly lent me. Yeah, and then after John hooked me up with those wheels, I took the car for a drive, and quite literally that same day I started noticing some smoke coming from the engine bay. My valve cover gasket had let go at the back, started pissing oil down the back of the engine onto the exhaust manifold. So that prompted me to bring the car out to Dave to have an inspection done. He replaced some stuff. We got a new fuel filter in. We discovered that the fuel line going to the filter was kinked. So once that got fixed, the fuel pressure regulator was actually set way too high because somebody had adjusted that to compensate for that impedance in the flow. Yeah, and then he got all that stuff taken care of. September 9th finally came around. They got the car on the dyno, which is what Dylan got all those clips of earlier. And then we ended up blowing out the turbo to manifold gasket on the dyno, which kind of halted our progress for a few days. And then when they took that all apart, they figured out that one of the nuts on the stud coming out of the turbo had come loose and actually rattled around a whole bunch to the point where it stripped out that stud. So the turbo gasket was actually blown out because of that stud being stripped out. And then they got that all fixed up, got that back on, got a boost controller fitted, ended up getting all the fueling right, all the airflow stuff right, and the car now makes 60 foot-pounds more torque to the wheels and 40 more horsepower at the wheels. And I haven't driven it yet, so I'm very, very eager to drive it. And apparently all the air-fuel ratio stuff is looking good, which I'm super excited about because this car has run very rich the whole time I've owned it. So thank you, Dave. Thank you, Unknown Auto. Thanks, Grant, for all the hard work you guys have put in. And I'm really hoping this is gonna solve all those issues and for the time being, get a couple more weeks or even maybe a month and a half or so of good weather driving out of it. Park it for the winter, come back and start up the next stage of the build. Yes, it is a completely different car. runs. It runs really good. John.
The name is